Dr. Villanueva. It's wonderful to meet you. Thank you for making time to meet with me. We at BibliU are very excited to hear your insights and your experience in advancing student success at Lee College, particularly for your Hispanic students. So let's get started with some questions. Please, can you tell us a little bit more about Lee College and what role it plays in your service districts?
Of course. So Lee College is a comprehensive community college with a service area of more than 200,000 residents in Harris, Chambers, and Liberty counties. Our total enrollment is close to 9,000 students, and we are so proud to say that for the second year in a row, we have reached the college's highest recorded enrollment. We have a record-breaking enrollment. And by the way, our college is 89 years old. But of our total enrollment, approximately 60% of our students are transfer seeking, which means that they want to attend a university and receive their bachelor's degree. We serve over 2,000 high school students through dual credit programs, and we have 2 early college high schools where students simultaneously earn their associate's degree and their high school diploma. And we have tremendous workforce programs that serve the primary industries of chemical refining, healthcare, and business. And finally, I'm proud to say that we are the nation's second largest provider of education to people who are incarcerated at our Huntsville Center.
Thank you so much for that. And you should be proud of that. Congratulations on these.
Thank you.
Now, I read that Hispanic students make up about 47% of your student population, which is, I believe, just slightly higher, if not on par with the state average. Now, in 2017, Lee College was a finalist for the American Association of Community Colleges Award for Advancing Diversity. It has also been recognized as a federal Hispanic serving institution, from what I read, and you received a grant from the U.S. Department of Education for developing Hispanic serving institutions program. Can you please tell us a little bit more about the college's ethos and programs in supporting the advancement of Hispanic students, and where does BibliU fit into these initiatives?
Sure. So, well, first I would say Mila, that it's always nice to receive awards, but what's more important to us is truly understanding that being a Hispanic serving institution means just what the name implies, that we serve our Hispanic students. This means that we understand their unique needs and we remove every single barrier that's in place that we can to ensure that they're meeting their educational goals. So where does BibliU fit into these initiatives? Well, one of the barriers to all students is the rising cost of books and course materials. And through our partnership with BibliU, we've been able to greatly reduce these costs. I never want our students to have to decide between paying for their books or paying for their rent. Through our partnership, a minimal fee is assessed, and importantly, they receive their books on the very first day of class, period. No exceptions. We are also beginning to use BibliU's technology to identify students who have not accessed their books to intervene early and to ensure that they get back on track. So our partnership with BibliU is absolutely critical in ensuring that we're meeting that mission of serving our Hispanic students.
Thank you for that. And we too have been enjoying and have been proud to be to have the privilege of being your partner. Under your leadership, Dr. Villanueva, Lee College was chosen to be a member of, let's get to this other topic first. Dr. Villanueva, you are the 3rd female and the first Hispanic president to serve in the college's 89-year history, like you said.
I'm also the 2nd youngest. I hate to say it. I wish I could have said I was the youngest, but I'm the 2nd youngest.
And you are the 2nd youngest. And for reference, the American College of Education reported last year that only about 12.5% of college presidents in the U.S. are women of color. This demographic is the smallest demographic group among college presidents from 2006 to 2022. What do these achievements mean to you personally and to your constituents at Lee College?
Well, Mile, I would say, and this is very personal to me, but I'm also a very transparent person who loves talking about my story. I come from a background of poverty and abuse, and my mother, who is a true hero to me. She raised me as a person who cleaned for a living, and she just always impressed upon me the value of education. And I would not be here if it were not for those kinds of role models. And it was always so important to me to not focus on the fact that there was a lack of presence of us female minority leaders, but that we had a voice that was very important, and we needed to, and I just needed to elevate that voice on behalf of every single person who has gone before me. And I'm just so incredibly proud of that. So, but getting to the issue of what this means to me professionally, I would say as a former vice president, I was actually discouraged from using the term equity. But now that I'm no longer a VP, I have the amazing opportunity and the privilege of being able to have the authority, but also the obligation to set the culture of the college to ensure that we're equity focused, meaning that we're meeting the individual needs of our students.
Great, thank you. And speaking of equity, now we get to my question. Under your leadership, Lee College was chosen to be a member of Achieving the Dream Racial Equity Leadership Academy. And this resulted in the establishment of the college's first DEI office and DEI community of practice. How have these entities influenced the student experience at Lee College?
Well, the most tangible impact, I would say, has been the creation of a community of practice where our employees are able to share their own identities and how it shapes their workplace experiences. But more importantly, they gain tools in cultural competence and understanding how every single one of us plays a role in ensuring that all of our students perceive that they belong to the college and to their goals for their future.
Great. And I guess this is a testament, not I guess, but I know this is a testament to how valuable Lee College's services have been to the community.
Absolutely.
Now, yeah. And this past year, so last year in August 2022, an article came out from the Texas Tribune. It reported that only 18% of Hispanic students statewide complete some form of higher education, while Hispanic Texans make up the biggest share of the population at 40%. Now, those are contradicting trends. And in your opinion, what barriers are Hispanic students facing in seeking a college degree, and how can colleges lower those barriers?
So I think it's important that we don't think of Hispanic students as all the same.
Mm-hmm.
And the barriers that they face are similar to the barriers that most all of our students face. They're economic, meeting basic needs, being the first in their family to attend college, and just understanding how to take advantage of our college's support systems. In terms of lowering these barriers, the first to me is understanding that we don't teach any discipline. I'm an industrial organizational psychologist by training, but I don't teach psychology. I teach human beings with unique needs. And all of those barriers that I listed, we have built systems of support to address. So whether it is our incredible Student Resource Advocacy Center that offers students food, emergency aid for rent, gas, or childcare, we're here to meet their needs. We have an incredible freshman year experience program that is dedicated to ensuring our students have the knowledge, skills, and abilities that they need to be successful, and the support that they need to feel truly that they belong in college and to their dreams. We have a single parent program for our single parents, and we create an environment that is inviting for the whole family, not just our students.
Great. All wonderful things. My last question here would be, in your capacity as a leader at the college, how can your fellow college presidents enable more students from different backgrounds to seek a degree?
So I think as college leaders, we just have to embrace who we serve and fundamentally never, ever, ever forget that we're here to advance the mission of higher education for all students, regardless of their background. That's it.
Thank you so much, Dr. Villanueva. We have reached the end of our recording. You have shared many thought-provoking insights with us today. I do appreciate you, and please know you are an inspiration to me, personally and professionally. And we at BibliU are truly grateful for our partnership with Lee College and with you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.